Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm starting up a little early, but that's all right. It's only a couple of minutes. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's show, so it'll be a lot of fun. Um, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Joni, how you doing? So yeah, Saturday show was kind of a mess, but it was fun. Um, so I was in Facebook jail, so I couldn't really do any. I couldn't post the show for some weird reason on Facebook, but that's all right. Um, So we have a special guest tonight that will be joining us. I'm so looking forward to tonight's show. The show's been a show in the making for like the about 6 years, so it's going to be amazing. Um, hey, Amy, how you doing? Yeah, I'm surprised that finally I'm out of bed today. I had some back issues, so I had to go to the doctor today, get a shot, get some steroids and some muscle relaxers. So I'm moving about. Um, Pretty much slept all day. I was up and down pretty much all day. So, um, right, Riley, I'm going to let me send you a link so you can get on here. I was going to email it. Well, I was going to email it to you, but, um, couldn't find a way to get it to you. So I'm just going to send it here. So just bear with me for a second. I'll just send it to you here in the chats. Just click on it and it'll allow you in. Um, let's see. Paste. I'm not going to say the word. Um, I'm not saying the word because, well, I don't have any vodka tonight. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get Riley on here. So just bear with me for a second. Yeah. Um, yeah, my back, it was very painful. I couldn't even walk this morning. Had to force myself up and about to get out to the doctor. And that's not like me. I'll just normally suffer, but I needed to do something. But anyway, enough of me. Well, enjoy your vacation, Karen. So I'll give Riley a second and then I'll bring him on and I'll do a little introduction. Hey, Len, how you doing? All right, Riley, just give me thumbs up when you're ready. I think he's almost ready. So how you doing, Len? No rum, no more alcohol. Oh my god. I was I was in bad shape. I'm just gonna say that. I was in pretty bad shape. Uh-oh. Lynn's not wearing underwear tonight. So everybody be cautious. Hey Joe. Hey Gainer. How you doing? um yeah, Karen, it was crazy. Gainer, it was maybe be blessed that you missed it. It was fun. We played a lot of music. We just chit chatted. I mean, we did do some ghost box sessions, but it was crazy. I think Riley's having some issues. Yeah, it was pretty much a party. It was a live party. People drinking and doing other things. We had to do a shot when I said my magic word, and I don't know how many times I said it. I think we lost count. Um, but it was a lot of fun. Let me see. I'll try to bring him on, but I think he's having issues.
Yeah.
What's up, Riley? Yeah, your camera's not on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I could hear you, but your camera's not on.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, bud?
What's up?
That's okay. I don't want it on anyway. I don't want. Yeah, no, I turned it off anyway because it's dark where I am because I'm driving, and also you don't want to see up my nose. You know what I mean? So I'm driving to work. You see, and that's how I catch your show. As I go to work, I catch your show. So
Okay, no worries. We can hear you fine though. Yeah, I mean, so I just wanted to say welcome the man, the myth, the legend.
hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. So I just want to say welcome.
We'll get in better signal area in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Good.
So we'll give him a minute. So he's not going to be on video, but we have audio, which is fine. He's driving a bit around.
Give me a minute. It seems like it's a better territory. You'll be able to hear me a lot better.
Okay.
I will be parking up at some point, but you know.
Oh, no worries. So everybody, hold on. He'll be with us.
Okay.
We can hear you perfect.
Yeah, I will. I will be with you. I promise you.
Okay.
No, my car beeps at me a lot, asking for services and stuff. Don't worry about it.
No worries. No worries.
It's fine. Is the background really bad? Is it? Because
No.
I tried selecting different options for the mic.
You're good.
Hello?
Yeah, no, you're good. Can you hear me?
It's okay, is it? The background noise isn't too bad. That's the main thing.
No, you're fine.
Like I said,
You're fine.
I can't really go on. Okay. Stop beeping. Yeah, I can't really be on camera per se because I'm driving and it's dark anyway, so you won't even see me. All you'll see is my nostril hairs, and I'd rather that not be the case.
No worries.
So, but once a bit more clearer, you can, you know,
So he's trying to find a better spot. So everybody just bear with us. You know how the show goes. Sometimes there's some technical difficulties. So Lindsay, she started up a new job, so she had to go to bed early. So but she will be on the I think she'll be on the show on Friday. And then she's gonna be hosting a show, hosting a Zoom, um, not this Friday, but the following Friday. So Friday the 29th. So tonight we have a guest on tonight. We just lost him. So he's trying to find a better signal. Right now he's in England. So Riley, you there?
I'm still here, mate. I'm still here. I'm trying to drive to a better area of signal so you can hear me better.
No worries. He's trying to find a better spot.
Yeah. Welcome to Wiltshire in England. This doesn't have the best coverage, really.
No. That you're totally fine. We actually
Okay, good.
Verizon had an outage here in the US today, so it's pretty nationwide outage, so it's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought they're like the biggest USA carrier, aren't they? Verizon.
Yeah, Verizon is. I don't even know if my phone went down. I mean, I'm with another carrier, but Spectrum uses the same carrier or the same
I see.
set.
Yeah. We got similar sort of things with BT, as in British Telecom, and
Right.
I can't remember O2 and stuff. But yeah,
Right.
very very fascinating. You know, people's carriers. It's really strange. Anyway, if you want to talk, keep talking, and I'll answer. I should be alright to signal now at least. And let's say when I
Okay.
park up in about 20 minutes, I'll try and put the camera on. But it is dark where
Okay.
I am, and I'm in the car driving to work. So. But carry on, go for it.
All right. So
You're
anyway,
right,
I'm going to welcome the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Order of
oh,
Magnitude.
on.
This show has been
Legend,
like
okay.
in the
Thank you.
this show's been in the making for what, the past 6 years or so?
All right, I'll take your word for it. But yeah, okay. Thank you anyway. It's a kind compliment.
No. You know what, Riley? I do have to
Dear.
say this though. Since people can't see you on camera, Riley reminds me of Nicolas Cage in Valley Girl, especially when he was in his goth days.
Go on.
Riley, you know I have to give you crap.
Like a cheap Walmart version, you mean?
Oh my god. I showed somebody the picture of
Walmart version. Oh, dear you.
of Nicolas Cage.
What we apart from Walmart version
So
of this cake?
let's just talk about, about ITC in general, our thoughts about ITC and where people have taken it. I think you're still in a bad area. Whereabouts are you in England? Yeah, he's getting some bad reception right now. But anyway, so Riley, um, hosts a YouTube channel. You can look him up on Order of Magnitude. So back years ago, we were basically talking about a lot of things of IT and ITC. Um, and there was just people took it to a different direction, where everybody was started faking a lot of things, everything to do with ITC, and we were still fighting the fight for the true um, research in ITC. Riley's done some amazing things with using a Hack Shack and a couple other ghost boxes, and he's got amazing evidence. And then there was also um, Mark the Wizard. So yeah, those two were like the biggest guys in ITC in England for quite a while. And then us here in the
Mortis
US
is in
were still
Mortis is in Australia. Right? That's just a distinction. So Mortis is in Australia. I'm in the UK. I don't know who else was in the UK when I sort of started. To be honest with you, I'm not saying there wasn't anyone in the UK who was bigger or smaller or anything like that. I don't think necessarily I'm popular because of my evidence. I think that's a little bit sad because I've been very fortunate to capture. Wow, I've got this montage video that I show absolutely everybody who is willing to listen. I pull the pants out of everybody because everybody's seen it.
Mhm.
But I'm so proud of getting those captures to get them because there's no necessary. I mean, is there a skill involved? I think it's just sort of luck, fluke. I don't know. I'm not really known for that. I'm known for obviously my ranty, those sort of videos, and in fact, my most played video isn't even actually my video. It's someone that someone gave to me, which I mirrored. They said, "Here, put it on your channel because you seem to be, it seems to be your shtick if you like. So put it on your channel." And that's where the debunking of Huff, the first one, where he used a really bad app, which literally just had one free file, as opposed to lots of chopped up files, if you like. And
Right.
it was just played by divination box. That was
Right.
it.
But
And it's just played backwards.
yeah, I
of
mean,
course
but see, we were basically exposing. I mean, you and I think were the two biggest ones exposing all the fakers out there. And then people started talking about para unity and this and that, and that all, that was all bullshit. So we kind of were kind of exposing that also. So we were fighting the fight for the true people out there doing real evidence and real research. But we were also
it was a
at
losing
that time.
battle, though.
What's that?
So it was a losing battle, though. A losing battle.
And
A
it
losing
still
battle.
is. It still is,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But not only, but the funny thing is now those fakers are fighting against the other fakers, saying you're fake, no, you're fake.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed. I couldn't believe that when I saw I'll sorry to say some names. Cody ITC's video. I nearly like, oh, really? Okay. Yeah, maybe he's going straight because he said he did it a little bit differently, but it turns out he does it a little bit differently. Sure, what he does is he hires actors. He literally hires someone to read a script. That's how he does it. Instead of literally, using gone and find the samples or whatever, play backward video book. Cody does. He hires someone from 5 scripts. I'm like, oh. But yeah, it's interesting the infight and how they turn so quick on each other. Thing is, with Cody ITC, he grew really quick, like overnight almost. Because I do remember him being an absolutely tiny channel. Something like 60 subs or something. And out of the blue, out of nowhere, he was on like 100,000. I was like, where the hell did that happen? But I guess if you got the right equipment, the right flashy light, people are interested. I guess that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. No, exactly. And you know what though is funny because I knew he was. I mean, I kind of figured he was because he was actually using the celebrity app at first, and then somebody came
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
and then shortly after that, he kind of started hiring actors, and he kind of even says he works with other people. He's not the only one that that he works. It's not only him on this channel. So he even kind of
Oh
said
no,
it,
no, no.
but not said it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
But so there are a lot of people still out there that do reach out and follow you. They follow me because they know that we're fighting the fight. And you do some amazing videos. Not only, I mean, you're just like a very down to earth person, and you will even come out and talk about your family issues. You'll come out and you're just open, and and that's just what makes you amazing, Charlie. I mean, you've been fighting this fight for so long, and you stay well grounded. You know what I mean? It's like, and that's what I don't understand about other people. I mean, other people where it starts going awry is people get ego, and once the ego comes into play, you're done. I mean, you're pretty much done.
Yeah, I mean, I think my goals are very different to a lot of other YouTubers. I never, well, first off, when I moved into that property, I met my wife. I didn't believe in anything to do with the paranormal at all. I certainly used to poke fun at Christians and other religions. How can science is a be a well science is, but at the same time, science and things. But obviously, at the time, as a younger man, only when I met my wife and she said, just to let you know that there is something that resides here, and I sort of laughed at it. And, oh, okay, well, you're cute. We'll see how this goes anyway. And within a week, I was not laughing. I'll tell you that much. And like I say, I never really intended to do a YouTube channel. In fact, I was looking for answers. Taxi driver. I stumbled across, as you said, well, he wasn't excuse me, he wasn't called Mortis Whiskey, he was called Contact Mortis. But I stumbled across his videos, and I was like, oh my god, this is a sort of similar thing we're getting, except that I thought a spirit box was a piece of equipment. I didn't realise it was just a broken radio, for lack of a better word.
Mhm.
I had no idea about ITC and stuff. And of course, I stumbled across Paranormal, and as well, when he was using the spirit box and things he was capturing, was really, really good. And cut a long story short, like I said, I never intended. More to see on me, where he said that he's heard rumours that this weird taxi driver in the UK was going around showing every on YouTube called Contact Mortis, and I'd show him the videos. And I'm like, yeah, I believe in that sort of stuff. And they'd tell me their ghostly story or whatever, and I'd explain that in a proper.
Oh, he's having some bad connection issues. Yeah, he's on a mobile device, so sorry. He has to work also, so I mean, you have to remember it's early morning in the UK, so he's trying to multitask. So just bear with us. I'll give you a little bit of background. I mean, I'm trying to get a little bit of background on him. So, he moved into he was a non-believer for, for a long time until he moved into property. He moved into some property into a an apartment or a flat, and they started having some a lot of, I guess, experiences. So then he started doing some. Hold on one second. Okay, we're back. I think he's back. We was trying to connect. So um, anyway, he moved into an apartment, and then they started having a lot of experiences. So then he ended up getting a ghost box and was starting to get a lot of relevant answers from the ghost box. And I'll even let him tell you about the toy dinosaur. The toy dinosaur would just go off by itself. And he still has that dinosaur. It's a little talking dinosaur and it lights up. It's pretty cool. And all of a sudden that thing would start going off. I'll let him tell the story if we get him back. Riley, you there? I think he's still having issues. But I'll also link his channel. Um, and you have to watch some of his earlier videos, and he does share a lot of evidence. Well, he did, and he does do a lot of speak out videos also, where he we because at one point, um, there was. All right, Riley, I think you're here. Nope, he's still having issues. Um, whoop, let me turn off that. Let me do that. Um, oh, his name's Riley. So, and then like we were just talking, I mean, back in the day, back what, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, Huff was doing um a lot of videos. It was called Coffee with Spirits, and he would do a bunch of different ghost boxes. He would use different ghost boxes and do a lot of sessions, and he would have some amazing sessions. Um, and then all of a sudden he stopped doing that and started doing other videos, and then we're just like, oh my god, what's he doing anyway? So then that started a big old feud. um anyway, so there was just a lot of drama, and then so here comes. So what we wanted to do when I first started doing this particular show on Wednesday, we wanted to try to bring ITC back to the main front, or to the forefront, and talk about legitimate ITC work. And that's basically where this show came about. And then we started bringing on other ghost box builders. We started talking about the history of ITC. We started doing a lot of other things on this show to bring ITC back up to the forefront. And then I started getting a lot more recognition. I'm not, trying to, brag or anything. We just started talking about things. I started doing the Saturday show, and then people around the globe started tuning in, and then they started seeing, wow, I was starting to get a lot of positive feedback. Other people were messaging me and just talking about, all the positive things that we were doing. Um, and then Mortis would always be brought up too. So, and God, I haven't talked to Mortis, the wizard, in years. It's been probably about 4 years since the last time I've talked to him. Um, but anyway, we're just talking about different people that have done ITC work. I mean, Mortis, I thought he was in the UK. Obviously, he's in Australia. Order of magnitude, Riley's in the UK. Sam is in the UK. I'm just trying to think. And there's other ITC um, users in the Netherlands. There's some more in the UK. I just don't remember names right now. I'm just really bad with names. So just a lot. There's a lot of positive people out there that are doing some amazing things. So anyway, yeah, and I'm sorry that Riley's having some technical difficulties, but um, like I said, this show has been, I've been talking to Riley for quite a few years, and when I told him he had to come on, I was so excited for him to come on just so we can talk about some things. He did a little video last week, kind of promoting some things. I'll post up one of Riley's videos that if you guys want to watch it. Yeah, Mortis pretty much just disappeared. Um Okay, let me shoot him the link. So I'm just kind of giving you guys a little bit of backstory. Yeah, so there's been outages for the cell phone service nationwide, so I'm not surprised.
G now. It should be much better. Testing
Yeah,
1 2.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it should be loads bad because I'm in 4G now, so we should be good to go. All right.
Okay, perfect. So
At
I gave you
last.
a little bit of backstory behind when you moved into your flat, and then you started gathering
Yeah.
evidence, and then I talked about the dinosaur that started going off
Yeah, but
for you.
yeah, that was a weird one. I actually managed to discover another mode with the SB7 because Gary Galka created the SB7 as well, you know, as a spirit box, you know, and he had various revisions of them. I can't remember the differences between them, but I had my wife eventually bought me a spirit box, a revision 3 model, and I noticed every time I turned the box on AM, because that was seems to be when we got the best sort of responses through with that horrible little freebie speaker you get with it. It looks
Right.
like a microphone. Um, this dinosaur would my daughter's toy would go off, and I didn't think number two. I thought it was just like batteries or something like that. But every so often, if I turned on the box too quick, the box would go really quiet, but you could hear a voice that was really quiet. I stuck it to my ear. I said, "Is that you?" And the dinosaur went off. I was like, "No." And I figured out what I did. What I'd done, and fair play to my I don't like using the word fans. It's a bit cringy, but you know, people who watch me, they dubbed this mode magnitude mode. So if you have a spirit an SB7 and you've got a revision 3 model, you can get rid of all of that faux white noise because that faux white noise. I know Gary Galka was just a guy, we didn't know, so it's no disrespect to him or anything because he believed in the white noise, but white noise I think would need to be true white noise because it's not really white noise that is coming from the SB7. It's like a fake, like a sample almost. But you can turn that off on the revision 3 model on AM by literally turning the box on AM, turn your volume right up full because you're going to need an amplifier, that's for sure, and immediately hitting sweep. And this seemed somehow to bring in a hell of a lot of results. On my montage video, you'll hear various things saying it's dead, you know, real creepy deep voices, which really isn't radio, especially not in England. We wouldn't get that sort of broadcast. And you know, I was saying things like up the street, yeah, we'll play some games, we'll chat crap together, and sort of goes, Jesus, yep, we'll talk Jesus spirit, yep, thanks for that. You know, it is so off, but that is through that magnitude mode, and I discovered that via this damn dinosaur going off at certain times. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, you know, at the time. Also on that montage, you'll hear that dinosaur go off on command as well. I say to it, go on and set it off then, and the damn thing does, you know. So I don't know, Rob. I'll try and get you the link for that montage video. I think I don't know if you've got any people who haven't watched my channel. They might be a bit blown away by the evidence, so please understand this evidence is rare. I used to do sessions every single day, all the time, and 99% of the time I get nothing like anybody else. But when it
Yep.
did come through, my God, did it come through? You know what I mean? I'm always looking for these conditions. Why is that the case? Why is it sometimes it does and sometimes it does? But this particular montage video, I'm really proud of because I know it's all real. It was all captured legitly. You know, I pressed record and off I went. There's no special editing. There's no, well, let's just try that. It all happened there and then. And yeah, the dinosaur's in there if anyone wants to see it.
I do have. I mean, I'll find the montage. I remember watching the video. I mean, right, I've seen every single one of your videos. I mean, I'm not going to lie. We used to go to cemeteries,
Oh,
used to
come
go.
on.
No, seriously. I mean, I've known
Yeah,
you
yeah.
for like maybe 6 years. I think when you first launched I remember when you first launched your YouTube channel. And because we used
Uh-huh.
to talk in other places, I might have been on Mortis's channel is how I met you. And then
Okay.
once you launched your channel, then you started doing a lot of videos, and then Mortis was talking about you, and then there was a few others. Um I think
Yeah,
Brian
he
there was quite a few of us that would talk to you. Um Yeah, so anyway, I'll post up some of your videos, but, I remember you going to some locations and just having some crazy experiences, and then I remember in one video, it felt like you were being followed by spirit.
Yeah,
Somebody was following you.
yeah.
Remember that?
Vaguely. I know I had a spirit box bust by an entity, which was kind of really bizarre because it was the cliche Halloween night at a cemetery. I don't know if I might not be on
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
And
that's the
I had a 587 on me,
yep,
and I said I can't remember how it went, but something along the lines of I was being a real arsehole trying to provoke it because I wanted to get evidence, and it killed the thing. Just died, and I was like, okay, that's a bit strange. So I turned on my SB7, and it basically told me, something along the lines of the cliche "get out" or "was that you?" Yes, it was. I can't remember how it exactly went, but I remember someone sent me another 587 to. I opened up the 587 because I wanted to see like maybe a capacitor had blown or something like that. On the circuit board, you could see there's absolutely no damage whatsoever. There's nothing that was wrong with it. That could be seen. No, maybe batteries are corroded in there. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, with the paranormal, you have to look for the expert. The what's the word? The paranormal should be the last explanation always. So I'm trying to find reasons as to why this was. In the end, I managed to jerry rig the damn thing with, I don't know how I did this, but I managed to get a speaker wire and sort of rub it over the circuit board with some sellotape at the right point, and that now made the 587 work, but I've lost volume control. It's quite quiet. And I now keep that 587 as like a memorabilia thing. I've decorated it with, crosses and shit.
yeah,
It is really just a decorative piece. It's just because I remember that you have power. The only thing I've never caught on camera is something being moved. I've witnessed it several times. It can happen, and again, I still want to know the answer. Are they when they move something or whatever? Are they with you right next to you? Are they doing that from afar in their realm, whatever you want to call it? I will never get that answer. And that photo as well. I don't know if anyone notices my avatar. It's a black silhouette. That came
yeah,
from we used when we first had this entity. When my wife first told me about this entity, she had it for a little while. It had done some crazy things to her. It had stacked objects up and blocked her in her room, things like that. And of course, like I said, I never believed her. And then as time went on, there was the stuff I experienced. I thought I was going crazy. I actually went to see a doctor, and I asked our doctor if I was actually like losing my mind. They did psychiatric tests on me. They said, "No, you're not crazy. I don't know what you witnessed or whatnot, but you're certainly not crazy. It's not hallucinations or anything like that." That's how much it can really sort of mess with your mind. And I believe this. Okay, you're telling the truth. My God, but this picture really installed that. Oh my God, this stuff exists. And what it was the news at 10. Now, what we used to do, we used to hear like these weird static clicks. I think is the best way to describe them. They're like clicks. And if you took a camera and took a picture in the direction of those clicks, you would get these little white orbs that would appear. Not dust. They're much bigger than dust, and they're much more pronounced. On photos. Well, this time we didn't get this. We had this. We were watching the news at 10. We had this almighty bang almost. It was wasn't a click, it was like a bang, like it reminisced from like the back of a TV. Now, at first we thought, oh, maybe that's TV, because we had one of those big old-fashioned CRT TVs back then, those big, like 38-inch CRT, the big, real big ones. We thought it might just be that, they sometimes make a weird booming sound every so often when the plastics get hot and shit. We thought it was that, but one of my friends who was there, it wasn't us that took the picture, it was one of my wife's friends. She had the bright idea, because she'd seen what we done with pictures, to get her phone out. No, she grabbed my phone, which is like a first generation Nokia smartphone. When I say first generation smartphone, it's got on the internet, stuff like that, but it's not touch screen. It has, keys and stuff. It's really low resolution and shit. And she took a picture. And when she took a picture in a direction, we looked at the screen and we nearly freaking fell over. There's this big black silhouette. It looks like, it's on my avatar. It looks like a guy in a trench coat with a weird, hat. And now many people around the world have said they've experienced this hat man in sleep paralysis. And I think it's about, 2 weeks later, I think. Now, we used to communicate with this entity before I got a spirit box via our dimmer lights in our bedroom. It would make the dimmer lights go up for yes and down for no. And if it was a question that it did just not respond, then it'd just go away, and it would make these weird clicks as well. It was clearly, yes, obviously something there. But one time I said these stupid magical words. I said, I wonder what it's like to be like a ghost or a spirit, what the hell this thing is. And that very night, I was put under what I now know is sleep paralysis. And when you have sleep, I don't know if anyone's ever had it, you can't lift your eyes, but you're asleep, but you're not. If that kind of makes sense to you, try and lift your eyes, and they're really fucking heavy, and it's like you're in a wind tunnel. And there's this distinct voice that said to me, oh my God, I sound like some crazy Jesus person, but I'll tell you, it's all true. This is one of the reasons why I went to a doctor, because I thought I was going mad. This voice said to me, this is a joke, this is how it goes, this is how it feels to be a ghost. Just like that. And it freaked the fuck out of me, because it was so strange, such a strange sensation. I have in the chat, has anyone had sleep paralysis? Do you know what it feels like and how weird it is? I didn't get to see the hat man. A lot of people say they see that hat man, that like our avatar. I never got to see the hat man, but I certainly heard the weird ass voice, and it was being in a wind tunnel. But after that, I said I booked myself to the doctors, so I thought I was having an episode, and that was my final installation into what really is going on, But yeah, I don't know if anyone's
No. That's because I saw the Hat Man when I was about 5 years old. So that was my first paranormal
you have.
experience.
You have.
I have. And that's kind of
first one. Oh my.
Yeah.
So have you seen that? Have you seen that picture of our avatar? Yeah. But so many people around the world have experienced it as well, and it's like a phenomenon, this Hat Man thing. It's really weird. Is that what started you off, is it?
Right, yeah.
Is that what started you off, is what I said?
Wait, what's that? No, go ahead.
I said, your first experience, the Hat Man, is that what... Right, so can you hear me? Is everything okay, signal?
No,
right, yeah, so the first experience... was you 5 years old with the Hat Man? Was that what started you off? I said, is that what started you off interested?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Did you catch what I said?
Yeah, no, I did. I know we're a little delayed, but yeah, that was my first.
Again, chilled it apart. Stuff I've got full signal. Oh, it's supposed to put the camera on. Hang on. Oh, boom. Okay, right, yeah. Okay, we're on delay. That's fine. I thought I had a problem with my signal then. Okay, right, got you.
Yeah. So, I remember you posting that picture and talking about it. God, that was years ago. But it's still there. So if you go onto his YouTube channel, you'll see what he's talking about. And I did talk about you having an SP7 and a Hack Shack 587 for a while. And so I did fill in people about that. So But you know what's funny, Riley, is you hit the nail on the head. The funny thing is anytime I review EVPs, anytime you know an EVP is coming or you know that you did capture an EVP, you'll
Yeah.
hear popping sounds or clicks. It's weird.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, you do, you do. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, you do, definitely, definitely. I've noticed that too. Bizarre.
Um, yeah, and anytime I knew I was listening, doing like EVP review, I would always listen to the click. If I heard those clicks, I knew I was going to get a response, if that makes sense. It was just really strange. And that I never really talked about that with anybody else but other people doing review with me. I always told them, listen for clicks. If you hear clicks, you might hear a follow up with a voice. They're like, Rob, you're absolutely right. Check this out. And then so we would kind of compare notes. And you're the only other person that has ever mentioned that.
Okay, that's good because we've never spoken like on that front. You know that in that much detail about these
Hmm?
pops and clicks. I can't really describe it. I mean, some people say it's not a click. Some say it was like a weird boom even. But you once you've heard it, you know you never forget what it sounds like, and it's bizarre. It really is. I say, if you ever hear that noise and you do have a camera to hand, quickly take a photo in that direction. And
Right.
literally 99 times out of 10, 99 times out of 10, what am I talking about? 99 times out of 100, you'll get a you'll get an orb of some sort, you know. But this particular time, it was really loud, and we got the weird ass avatar. And what's strange about the photo is we never saw it with our naked eyes. It wasn't like if we saw this big 6 foot protruding figure floating in the air, 'cause it's floating as well. That's the weird thing about this photo. It's damn floating. You know, we are telling you we'd have run out of house if we saw that with our own eyes. But it's weird how the camera picks it up, but our own naked eyes did not. You know what I mean? What is it the camera sees that we don't? Or how is that? I don't know. And I have taken the photo to a few people because I've had a few trolls say, "Oh, it's just you have a blanket on your head." It's like, yeah, okay. See, first of all, I have no skills in Photoshop. I assure you, I've got none. Secondly, you know, it's taken on a first generation smartphone, so the resolution is like. Now, that's not to say it can be debunked, saying, "Oh, well, the phone is so low resolution that means it can't be a real picture." Now, if you look at it, you've got enough resolution to be a genuine photo. You know, it is several megapixels. It's just not, you know, smartphone territory that we're in today. You know what I mean? Um, I've sent it to a few people and to ask what their opinion is, who are into their photos and photoshopping and stuff. And a lot of them say I can't tell you what it is, but what I can tell you is the original source code says the photo hasn't been edited or tampered with. It is the image that it captured is the image it had captured, if that makes sense. Now, whether that's you in a blanket jumping in the air at the time is one thing, but you certainly haven't messed about with that photo to try and make it, I don't know, you know, more scary, or you know, it is the original source photo, if that makes sense, you know, as was taken at the time, which is what the answers back from two people who I know who are into that sort of thing have given me, because I want them to know what I made of it. And when I told them what it was, they're like, Jesus, yeah, that freaked me out a little bit. But most people ask, did you not see it with your own eyes? Like, no, with our own eyes, we saw nothing. You know, we took a picture because of the pop, the boom, the click, whatever you want to call it. It was a really loud one. That's the only reason we took the picture.
Yeah. And I can't explain why some people, I mean, I've been fortunate enough to see quite a few apparitions in my life
Oh, wow.
with my eyes. But I also have told people, take a picture over here. They were able to capture some weird anomalies or a shadow person or something. So, yeah, it's been really, really strange.
Yeah, that's
But
one thing I don't think I've ever seen an apparition. I've got to say, I don't think I've seen things move and stuff. I've never actually seen an apparition. That's one thing I haven't seen. But yeah, carry on. I'm listening.
so, you know, you were just talking about earlier, you know, being in a room with something and shit flying off the shelf or things like that. People have actually, well, the last past 3 Saturdays, well, not counting last Saturday, but that was more of a drunken show. But anyway, people in the block near people I've actually seen an old woman. And the funny thing is I was wearing a long sleeve hoodie, and then I had a long gray hair on my hoodie, and nobody in my family has gray hair. Everybody has dark hair. So, and I still have hair on my desk, and it's a really long, yeah. So, and then also there's been crap flying across the room. I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and people have actually heard it. That, and I actually went over, picked it up, and I said, "I saw this thing fly off the shelf." So
Wow.
yeah, so it was. It's been crazy, and you do feel the presence
Present.
of the
Yeah.
person.
It makes your nerves stand up, doesn't it? I can't
Yeah,
describe it. Yeah, I know what you're on about. It's almost like I don't say adrenaline or fear, but there is a weird. I don't want to say the word fear. That sounds really bad. Like, don't be scared, but that's one thing I've learned. Don't be scared in front of these damn entities. Do not be scared. You've got to be like stand your ground. For God's sakes, don't be scared. But there is a sort of I can't describe it. I want to say goosebumps.
Yeah.
I can't describe. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? There's a weird ass feeling when something here I don't like it. Well, I do like it. You want to get the evidence, but it does make you a bit on edge, and you become more. You know what I'm trying to describe, don't you? I can't really get the words out, but it's the most unique feeling ever when something is there and a presence is there. It's a weird feeling.
It's almost like an uneasy feeling, but it's almost like an anxious feeling. But with me, because it feels like antagonizing me, it pisses me off.
Yeah, I can get that. Brilliant.
Yeah. But yeah, Riley, I'm so glad that you came on. I'm sharing your channel with everybody, so everybody can go check out your channel. And no, I'm so glad that you came on. I wish we can stay on longer, but I know you have to run.
I do. I can stay on for a bit. I've got, I don't know, anything between 20 minutes, half hour, thereabouts. Okay, so we'll keep going. When I have to go, it'll be a sudden. I've got to go now, but it'll be a sudden because the phone will start ringing, sort of thing. But I'll let you know. So just be prepared. I'll have to dash when I have to dash. But for the moment, I'm here for, I don't know, at least 20 minutes, half hour, I'd imagine. Right. Okay. So if you want to see the rather than trying to go through my channel, it has over oh god, 2,000 or 3,000 videos. You're never going to find, especially the way YouTube is, videos. So what most people interested, I'd imagine, would just want to see a quick rundown of my best captures, or most of the best captures I've caught. That montage video.
I'm going to go through. I'll find it. I know it was from maybe
type in a look at order of magnitude spirit box career. Something like that. A look at order of magnitude spirit box career. If you type that,
I'm looking right now. Truth about the spirit box. That was 9 months ago.
No, it's called a look at order. It should have the stupid avatar on the front. I say stupid. It's an amazing picture. It's one in a million, but.
That one you can see in the Truth About Spirit Box. You can see the actual picture that he's talking about. I'm searching.
Yeah, YouTube's a bit weird about doesn't like promoting me because I'm a bit of a motor mouth. I mean, I've got some pretty controversial views and stuff sometimes.
I love when you go on your rant. Oh, here it is. I found it.
Yeah.
4 years ago. Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah,
greatest guitar event on earth.
All right, I'm posting it up right now. It says something about the career of order of magnitude.
That's it.
Something like that.
That'll give you, That'll give you, most of my best captures. Some of them are just insane. I mean, the Devil's Angel capture, that's another one that made me like, what? And that wasn't even in the old house, that was in the new house. We don't really get a lot in a new house at all, if anything. It's very hard to get evidence in a new house. And I say new house, been there for like 4 years nearly. But we did get this one time, and it's in there, the Devil's Angel capture, and it's just so damn clear. I didn't ask, who are you? I asked, what? So what are you, Chuck? Are you just dead? I think is the exact words I say. And the thing says, I'm the Devil's Angel. Just like that, like really damn clear. We're not talking, you have to really sort of think about it. No, really clear, like, I'm the Devil's Angel. And then it laughs at this prospect. I said, you're the Devil's what? Yeah, what, excuse me? That's on there. You'll see what I mean. I think North Gloucester Paranormal covered that. His jaw dropped when he heard that. I think that's one of the best captures I've actually had. But that's on there. Yeah, I'll go for it. It's like a 15-minute video, but that's all the amazing best ones that I've had. And what I classify, because a lot of people say that I'm quite, what's the word? I'm quite down on myself for sessions. I throw a lot away, or I don't, I'm too hard on myself. But I don't like to say, yeah, I think contacts happened here. When other people have gone, well, I heard this, I heard that. I want it to be as absolutely as clear as possible. If it proof of intelligence, it needs to be answering back, it needs to be in context of the question, that kind of thing. But you'll see what I mean if you watch that montage. What I aim for, because I'm sure I don't doubt I've had many other sessions that are interesting and people will go, wow, but those are the absolute ones that really show intelligence or paranormal activity. I've got something moving on there. I've got a door being shut on me on that montage. There's a door being closed on me with a dinosaur going off at exactly the same time. That's on there. I don't know if you can screen share it. If you want to screen share it, go for it. If anyone hasn't seen it, I've showed absolutely everybody it, but there might be some people who haven't seen it. It's up to you. It's your show.
No, I mean, I'm the same way. I mean, I've thrown away so much that I haven't really shared with a lot of people. I mean, I've had some amazing sessions that I never even put out there. I don't put out a lot of things anymore. If people want to come on the show and watch the show and hear what we capture, then we do that. But as far as me sharing anything anymore, I don't. It's kind of, it is what it is.
Yeah. I get it.
But, and like I said, I think a lot of people just, get so tied up into ego. That's all they do is they just post more and more stuff and say, look at what I got. Look what I did. And it's not about that.
No, it's not. And also as well, that there's this certain drive to get better than last time, to keep those subs up. What people don't understand is YouTube is only one sort of pocket of this sort of thing. Everyone's like, YouTube is a be all and end all. Yeah, I'm only on YouTube only, admittedly. But it's almost. I ain't going to put any names here on this one because I have sort of teased them quite a lot recently. I used to work with this person when I first sort of started, and they've become very successful on YouTube. But they are an entertainer. They messed up big of their credibility by faking things, from bones in walls and stuff like that. I was giving it away just by saying that. But but they were really good at capturing stuff. That's the thing. Their evidence was absolutely. They didn't need to do that. But it's the thing. They always seem to somehow. And they're in the UK as well. I mean, they're American, but they moved to the UK. And they always managed to get good stuff. So they didn't actually need to do that. But the drive for YouTube and superstardom, and they're on like 250,000 subs or something. 250,000 subs now. But their ego is just so big and it is so bad. You can't work with them. They use people and step on them. And once they have no use for you, they drop you in a heartbeat. Once they've got what they need from you, and it's just a really sucky way to be. You shouldn't really be like that, but each their own. You can't tell someone if that's just the way it is, I guess. I just find it sad because they really did get some. They captured some amazing things. They took a lot of that stuff off their channel because it didn't fit in also with the formula. Their channel now, to me, is just a carbon copy of crappy channels like Oh My Gosh or that, you know, Hunting the Dead or something. God, cheesy and completely fake. Their channel is a carbon copy of that. So all their good evidences they've just thrown away because it doesn't fit the channel. But then again, that's what YouTube wants. If you want to be successful and get, you know, 1 million views a month, like, I suppose that gives you a paycheck too, because obviously ad revenue.
Right.
You know, if they put up a live stream, they get so many super chats and money. So I do understand everybody's got to make a living. You know, I don't begrudge people making a living. Even the paranormal, I haven't got a problem with people making a living. My problem is people like Huff making a living, if you like. It is just outright lies. You know, saying, hey, you know, this device will make you speak to your mum, and there's no refunds either. You know, things like that. I think that's when I get sort of narked. You know, but
Well, no, absolutely. And that's why I wanted to speak out a little bit, because, you know, there's been some people, you know, that have had incredible evidence in the beginning, and then they
yeah,
didn't need it. Then they started faking things and started becoming big, like some of these other YouTube influencers. And then it's like, why did you sell out just to make money? You didn't have to do that. If you would have continued doing what you were doing
he's still
anyway.
gonna fight. Yeah, he's still gonna fight. I know. I guess it's just easier because it's the thing, you know. It's chance. You're looking up to luck to pick up evidence. You know, it's like gambling almost. You're looking at serious chance. So like I said, you know, 9 out of 10 of my sessions, I deem as a failure. I mean, a lot of people will say it's a lot lower. But no, Riley, you get, you know, 4 or 5, you know. 5 out of 10 maybe. No. You know, I won't count it unless it really is dead on. That's just me personally. You know, doesn't mean to say anyone else has to go to that standard. But yeah, it's just easier, isn't it? If you fake something, you're guaranteed to get the evidence, aren't you? You know what I mean? So they know each time they upload, best ever session. Oh my God, the demon spoke to me, or fucking whatever title it is. Gone. What's the newest one they say? They say demon possession gone wrong. Gone wrong. Usually, actually, when you watch the damn video, that doesn't happen at all. Usually they go to some abandoned building, sort of do a half-assed spirit box session, and then go, oh, we better go. And it's like, I've been clickbaited. It's not at all. But the people like, you know, Steve Huff and that they do, you know, say what the title says. I spoke to God, but obviously clearly they didn't speak to God. They fucking used a video which you can trace back quite easily a lot of the time. And it's almost lazy now. At least back when he first started faking, he did try to hide it quite a bit. You know, it's quite hard to sort of debunk. You knew he was faking. It's just like, but these days he don't even try. I suppose he's got so many subs, he doesn't care. Yeah, if you put anything in the comments, it's blocked anyway. But he doesn't, you know, he doesn't care. He doesn't even try. He really doesn't even try. Now it's just an embarrassment. And I do get really narked when people call him like the spokesperson of the ITC. I'm like, fuck off. You might not have to do it properly, but bastard. Sorry, it's my.
Well, you know, here's the funny thing. A few months ago, I was reached out by somebody that was working with him. They kind of went to that side, worked with them for a while, and then they contacted me because him and I, you know, well, a couple of people, we had a feud over that whole thing. Basically, them selling out. I called them. They came back to me and they said, "Hey, Rob, you know what? I need to talk to you." And I was like, "All right, what's up?" And they said, "You know, I'm sorry that we had a thing in the past. I just wanted to make amends." And they kind of saw what I was doing. They said, "You know what? I just really admire what you're doing. You're staying real. You've never changed. You know, you're still the same Rob." And so we made amends. And he kind of told me exactly what happened when they went to that side, and then things went awry. And he said, "You're absolutely right. You know, he's just in it for the money. Period. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
And he will sell you out once he's done with you."
Yeah. Well, that is the main thing with all of these. So once they've got no need for you, it's time to move on. They do. That's exactly what they do. You know, one thing you can't say. A lot of people say, "Oh, Huff is stupid," or what. No, he ain't stupid. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's a very good businessman. and he's very good at marketing himself. That is his skills. His skills is marketing and whatnot. So never ever think he's stupid or anything like that. He really, really isn't. He found a niche, if you like, using his passion of the paranormal. And sadly, he thought, I can't be asked to try and every night capture the best evidence and upload hours upon hours trying to get stuff. You know, even though he was when you can just grab a few sound samples and sell these damn boxes. Well, they're not in boxes. I mean, this what annoys me as well, because it's not like he's even box making. I mean, you yourself make fucking proper boxes where you do proper soldering of circuits and whatnot. I mean, that box, a video I clicked on yours not so long ago. I thought it was, I can't say the name. Arduino, yeah, where it's basically a computer, a computer chip, but as a proper actual circuit. He doesn't do that. He doesn't, solder circuits together, or even make, even just make the box itself. Then it's some of the circuitry for you. He doesn't even do that. He literally buys an off-the-shelf component and then super glues a crystal to it, spray paints it, and then sells that for like 10 times its actual value. Like, wow. Oh yeah, some LED lights as well. Don't get the LED lights, they're important.
Yeah, so no, it was crazy. So what I did was, I designed an Arduino ghost box, and then I tested it out. It worked. So I showed people on my channel how to build it. That's not what I used for my boxes, but I put those out there so people could build their own ghost box. And then I did with a circuit that was basically used in the early SB7 days, and because Chris Fleming was also one of the masterminds behind the SB7. Him and Gary Golka were the ones that designed that. The board is Chris Fleming and Gary that did it. So Chris said, you know what? They had a board where there was no white noise. The first beta, the alpha, I think the Echo is the alpha and the beta both didn't have white noise. When the second beta came out of the SB7, they added white noise. And like you said, it was an artificial chip that they were using white noise. So now Gary's trying to take out the white noise, which I don't understand. They can't just pull the old design and go back to was. I don't know why they're trying to go backwards. To me, they would have access to those boards, I would think, and they could re-engineer those and have them manufactured. But I don't know. I know it's harder said than done, because once you set it up and you have the production line already set up in China, it's hard to go back to the original. I get that. It's money. So
So he's doing some pretty cool things though. What's that device he's got with the yellow graph line?
Yeah, I bought one. It's
I
actually
was quite interested in that. I can't remember what it is now, because it's a little while since a year ago.
Yeah, it's basically a noise gate, and it has just the adjustable gate. That's where you're just, that's when you're getting the quiet responses. It is a noise gate, basically.
I see. So it's just trying to kill. But as you was just saying, why can't go back to alpha and beta stage? That would make the new item, what I was talking about, redundant in effect. If he used the alpha or beta board, if that makes sense.
Yep. No. Exactly. So, but it's. I'll have to send you one of my boxes. I'll have to send you, because my boxes don't have any static. I'll have to buy one and send you one. Just give me a little bit of time, but I'll get you a box.
Oh, thank you. That's really cool. Thank you very much.
Sam, yeah, no worries. Sam has one of my boxes. She's had some great success with it. So I know she's been using it for a while. I sent it to her maybe a year ago. So I know she uses it on her channel. So it's been pretty. It's been fun stuff. Fun stuff. And you don't have to add any guitar pedals or anything to it. Only if you want to.
Yeah, I've got a couple there, but no, it's unlikely. Oh dear.
Yep. But all right, Riley.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you go. I know you got to run soon, so thanks for coming on. And yeah, when you have some
Yeah.
more time, we'll chit chat. And but I'll share your channel with everybody. I've shared a couple of videos. We did
No worries.
actually watch the your last video where you promoted this show on Saturday, so that was kind of fun, and I had no idea.
The Parry.
Yeah, that one. That was amazing.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. All right, mate.
All right, no,
Well, good day, and don't work too hard.
I'll try. Thank you very much, Rob. Thank you for having me, and thank you, chat. Like I said, I didn't actually hear what you said, but I'm sure it's nice things. But take care, guys. All right.
It was
Thank you
good.
very much.
Okay.
Right,
Well,
adios.
bye bye. All right, guys. So that was Riley. He's so much fun. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up on the chats. Yeah, no, we'll catch up. I know he's busy, and him and his wife work really hard. They work minimum wage jobs and try to make ends meet. So, that's why I said I'll send him a box just to help him out. And I just want to. I mean, him and I are so much alike. That's why I said this show was like 6 years in the making, because he and I have we've had lots of chats. We've tried to promote each other and things like that. So and he's outspoken out there. I'm outspoken out here. And like I said, we've watched each other's videos, and it's been a lot of fun. So it's funny. Why do I have the best relationships with people outside of the country? I don't get it. Um, maybe it's just ego. People here have ego. People out in the UK seem just really down to earth and just really caring. I don't know what it is, but anyway. And I fit in when I went out there. I just loved it out there. I should have moved to Scotland. I don't know. So what's going on, everyone? SA, how you doing? Kevin, how you doing? Lynn? Honestly, I think I respect people out. Well, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to shut my mouth. I just think that the passion for the paranormal out in the UK is more genuine. Um and the locations are just, oh my god, so amazing. And it's people are more welcome out there, it seems like, and they don't really, even for urban exploring, they don't really, here everybody's like trespassing, we're going to arrest you, blah blah blah. So I mean, out there it's like they don't really care as long as they're not um damaging property or things like that. They really just kind of don't say much. I went to so many places, and there was actually a location in Scotland. I went to the underground, to the catacombs, and I talked to the touring company that hosts that location. Um, and they didn't have any tours booked for that day. So they asked me, "Do you just want to go down by yourself? We'll give you a torch." So a torch is a flashlight. We'll give you a torch, and you can just go down there by yourself. And I said, "Really?" They were like, "Yeah." And I said, okay, how much? And they said 20 pounds. And I said, here you go. So 20 pounds was about, at that time, it was about, I don't know, it was about $37, something like that. So I just, gave him my money and I got to tour the catacombs and see Mr. Boots by myself. That was amazing. Um, that was pretty cool. And then, so yeah, we had some freaking amazing. I had some amazing experiences. So then I took a couple of my coworkers. I said, hey, we're going to go on this tour later tonight. So I rebooked the tour because I just really enjoyed being down there. I was down there by myself for 2 hours. And then I went back with a couple of coworkers and we were down there for another 3 hours that night. So yeah, spending 5 hours down there was a lot of fun. Then we had a shadow person following us, and I kept on saying, "Who's walking behind us?" And I asked the tour guide, "Hey, is there anybody else that will follow the group?" And they said, "No." And I said, "Okay, do you mind if we hang back? We'll let you guys go and we'll hang back." I said, "I know this place like the back of my hand now." They're like, "No, let's just stay in contact." And I said, "Okay." So we were like hanging out, and I said, "Listen." So we just stood still and we were hearing footsteps. And I said, "Hey," so I turned around and was walking backwards and took a couple of snapshots and I captured a shadow person following us. And that was pretty cool. Mm. Um, in England, um, oh, I got to take this off. Why do I have this still up? Um, I don't remember. I don't remember. I mean, I know a lot. Maybe that's it. The Black Monk's house. Maybe. I don't know. The Ram's Head Inn. That's another one. I know a lot of locations in Scotland, in Edinburgh. Yeah, I did record. I have a lot of those pictures actually still. Um, I have a ton of pictures posted from Scotland on my Facebook page. I think it's on the Pair Awakening page, actually. Um, so this is funny. There was an old asylum. So near the University of Edinburgh, um, right next to the university, outside of the campus, there's a huge asylum. It's a big brick building, probably I think it's like 4 stories tall. I think it's 4 or 5 stories. So I think it's 4 stories. Anyway, it's a huge asylum, gorgeous building. Um, so when I was there, they were doing the renovations on the asylum. They're making it into a hotel. Um, and the hotel that I was staying at was, I want to say it was a Best Western. It's right behind the asylum. Come to find out, the first night I was there, I was talking to one of the bartenders and I was talking to her and the manager, the night manager, or the general manager were just sitting around having drinks. And come to find out, they found out that I was a investigator and they said, "You know the history behind this hotel, don't you?" And I said, "No." And I said, "What's the history behind it?" And they said, "Oh, this used to be the infirmary and the morgue for the asylum right across the way." And I said, really? And they said, yeah. And I said, do you guys experience anything? They said, yeah. We see, people in the kitchen all the time. There's a shadow person that they see in the kitchen. They see things moving around. They will, after a night that they stock up, things are all stacked up somewhere else where nobody else stacked them. And then they said on the fourth floor, we have a lot of activity. And I said, wait, fourth floor? I said, I'm on the fourth floor. I said, what room? They said, what room are you in? And I said, I don't know. I'm on the last room on the left at the end of the hall. They said, no, it's another room closer. And they told me which room. And I started laughing. And they said, what? And I said, one of my coworkers is in that room. And they started laughing. They were like, oh, ask him if he hears anything at night, blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, he hasn't said anything yet. So the funny thing is I took him out ghost hunting. We went to Greyfriars, the Greyfriars Cemetery, which is a famous cemetery where there's a poltergeist there. So the cemetery, there's an open part of the cemetery, and then in the back, there's actually a gate, and the gate locks. So it's only open for tours now. They only open it up at night for tours. So one day I was there during the day, and I was taking pictures around the cemetery, and I stopped by the gate, and I was just staring at the gate. I saw something manifesting by a tree. It looked like a mist. So I got my camera out. I started taking pictures. I took probably like 15 pictures. And only in one picture I caught, it was like a mist, but it formed into like not even an orb. It was just weird. Um, and then it was gone. So it was about, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning. We were out ghost hunting. We went to, there's actually a few cemeteries. There's one. So when you go down the Royal Mile, when you go near Queen Elizabeth's palace, because the Edinburgh Castle is on one side of the mile, on the opposite side of the mile is Queen Elizabeth's palace. So on the way to the palace, there's stairs that go up, and if you take the stairs, there's a cemetery up on top of there, and there's like an obelisk in the center. It's really weird. So we were up there taking pictures, and so the cemetery, the way it is there's like these little paths that lead to different parts of the cemetery. So him and I are there, and you have to think, okay, so when you go up the stairs and you look down, there's probably like a 30-foot drop all the way around, because it's really high and there's only one stairway up, and the rest of it's like it's just raised up, and it's weird because it's surrounded by like a brick wall that's maybe 3 feet tall. But if you look down, it's like 30-foot drop any direction. So we're up on top of there, and we see a shadow person go across, like along the pathway. So my coworker's like, what the hell was that? And I started running towards it. And so I'm running towards it. I said, maybe it's a homeless person. Let me just make sure. So I'm running, and I see the shadow go the other direction. So I follow it. All of a sudden it's gone. So I look, and a lot of the, like, they have like these tombs that are open. So there's no doors on them. They're just wide open. So I'm looking through, I walk through that whole path, real slow I examine it for a good 15, 20 minutes. So I said, okay, if anybody goes this way, then they would have to go right by my friend, my coworker. So I looked through, and he's like yelling my name, Rob, where are you? And I said, I'm over here. And we're just like yelling at each other at freaking 3:00 in the morning, 2:30 or 3:00 in the morning. So I said, has anybody gone over there? He said, no, I haven't seen anybody. So, and then all of a sudden we were walking, and we kind of met. And I said, so nobody walked by there? And he said, no. And I said, "You saw what I saw, right?" And he said, "Yeah, I can't believe that you ran after it." And I said, "Well, I'm trying to figure out if it was a person or not." And I said, "What did you see?" And he said, "It just looked like a shadow." And I said, "Okay, so we saw him, right?" I mean, and I said, "About he was maybe what 5'6", 5'7". He said, "Yeah, probably around there." And I said, "But it looked like a guy." And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Dude, there's nobody here." And he's like, "No, that's impossible." He said, "There's a 30-foot drop." I would have saw him if he would have come by. So we kind of looked around a little bit more. There was nobody there. So we go back to, so on the way back to our hotel, you have to walk by the Greyfriars Cemetery again because it's weird how it is. It's like it's the main road, and then you go down this little alleyway and you walk into the cemetery. And then there's a huge, beautiful church in the middle of the cemetery. So I said, "All right, let's just go back into the cemetery." He's like, "Rob, you want to go into another cemetery at 3 o'clock in the morning?" And I said, "Yeah." So we go in there. We're taking pictures. I know this is a long story. We're taking pictures, and all of a sudden I get out my video camera and I said, "Okay, we're going to do an EVP session." He said, "What's that?" I said, "We're going to try to contact some ghosts or spirit." And he said, "What?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I'm standing back here." So I'm doing an EVP session. I'm in, and I have my flashlight. He took some pictures and it looks really cool because you see me like illuminated in a light and just like me, like kind of like kneeling down, um, and doing an EVP session. And all of a sudden he's like freaking out. He's just like calling me like, "Dude, what's going on?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "No, Rob." He said, "We got to go." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Dude, it's snowing." And I said, "Okay, yeah, I see the snow." He said, "No, Rob, it's only snowing where you are." And I was like, "Shut up." And he said, "No, Rob, I swear to God." He said, "It's only snowing where you are." And I'm looking around and I'm like, "No, it's snowing like right here." And he said, "Yeah, I'm telling you, it's only snowing where you're at." So he's like, "Look, come here." And so I stand up and I was like, I'm looking and I did notice because there's like these lights. And I was like, "Dude, it's not snowing by you." And I said, "Why is it snowing just by me?" And he said, "I don't know, but we got to go." So we walk out and I'm just laughing. And he's like, "Dude, this is too weird." He said, "I don't want to do this crap anymore with you." So we walk back to the hotel and so I take a shower. I get out of the shower and my freaking phone is blowing up. I'm seeing like tons of text messages. I've seen tons of missed calls. And I'm like, so I call him up. I said, "Dude, what's wrong with you?" He said, "Dude, there's something in my room. You need to come over here." And I said, "Dude, I just got out of the shower." I said, "I have to get dressed." I said, "Dude, I'm ready for bed." And he's like, "No, Rob, you need to come over here." And I said, "Let me get dressed." And my phone's still freaking blowing up. And one of the messages I get, and he's freaking crying, literally crying on the phone. And I'm just like, so I'm like, all right, I'm going into his room. So we go back over there. And while I go back over there, I go in his room and he's like literally on his bed. And he's like, "I am not going out there." And so we're here. I'm hearing at that time, I'm hearing somebody walking around in his room. And I'm like, "What the hell?" So I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna grab my recorder. I'll be right back." And he's like, "No, don't leave." And he said, "No, you're not gonna be fucking try to contact anybody in here." He said, "No." He said, "I gotta sleep in here." I said, "Dude, why don't we switch rooms for the night? You go in my room, I'll stay in here." And he's like, "No." He said, "Just sleep on my couch." And he said, I said, "Dude, I'm not sleeping on your couch. Just go to bed." So we're in there arguing because he wants me to stay and sleep on the couch while, and he's going to sleep in the bed because there were like, is basically like a suite. His room was like a suite. My room was like a huge, like, um, the rooms were huge. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm like, "No, I'm not sleeping in the room." Then all of a sudden they have fire doors that are magnetically released. All of a sudden this door freaking unlatches and slams shut. And I guess when that happens, it sets off the alarm in the front desk So the front desk is now calling, and they were like, is there a fire up there? What's going on up there?" And we said, No, we don't know. The magnetic door just opened, or just slammed on its own." And they said, "What?" And we said, "Yeah." They said, "That's impossible. That will only happen when there's a fire. So there's no way that happened." So I guess they had to call the fire department. So we're down there having breakfast, and then they came over and they said, the fire people are like, they don't understand how that happened. They said, "So what happened last night?" And so I kind of told them, and the person that we were talking about, that particular room being haunted, we asked, they asked what happened, and I told them, and they said, "No, that's impossible." And I said, "So this has never happened before?" They said, "No." Um, and I said, "Well, I was hearing this and that," and they said, "No, that's what's normally reported in this room, but never with that fire door." And I said, "Well, that was a first, I guess." So anyway, yeah, that was kind of funny. And still to this day, um I'll reach out to my buddy once in a while and just give him shit about that. I might even still have some of the voicemails. It was so funny. I don't think I ever deleted them, but anyway, it was so funny. A grown man crying on the phone because he was so freaked out. Anyway, I just had to share that story. But no, the UK is amazing. Scotland is amazing. No, I'm sure it wasn't a female. He kind of acted like a little girl, though. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Um, it was kind of fun tonight. Got to chit chat. I know sometimes I like to chit chat, but I'm looking forward to Friday's Zoom meeting. So if you guys want to join in on the Zoom meeting, um, just make sure that you're part of our group. And I shared the link already for the Zoom. Yeah, Amy, he's definitely, anytime we don't work together anymore, but I'll reach out to him once in a while. And the funny thing is he he was kind of freaked out after that whole situation where we stopped talking, and I'll just reach out to him and tease him via text, and his messages are very short. Yeah, Kanga, I posted the Zoom meeting um in the group, in our private on our group page. So if you guys aren't part of the group page yet, here, let me share it. Essay, what? No more Funko. I hope you got me some Funkos. Yeah, the funny thing is I met a few shopkeepers, um and one of the shopkeepers, I this was so weird. So I was in one of the shops in Edinburgh, and I walked in and I was just kind of looking around, and I saw this guy. No, I better not say it, but it was so weird. I'm just gonna say it. So I heard this guy like had a perfect Scottish accent, And I'm like walking around and I'm like, wow, that, just because it's kind of cool just hearing people's accents or to me anyway. I mean, I had an accent to them, you know what I mean? So anyway, I turn around and this guy has a perfect Scottish accent, and I turn around and he's Middle Eastern, and I'm just like, oh my god. So luckily I didn't say anything. So then him and I just started talking, and he was like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I told him L.A., and he's like, "Oh, how long are you going to be here?" Blah blah, and we talked. Anyway, I became like pretty good friends with him. I met another shopkeeper down the way, and because I'd go to this mini mart or the convenience store to get an energy drink every morning. I made friends with him. And so the shopkeeper said, "Hey, why don't you come down, you know, before you leave, and I'll give you a discount if you want to buy souvenirs to take back home, whatever." And I said, "Okay, cool." So he told me to meet him back at the shop one night or one morning, and I did, and he wasn't there. So I said, "You know what? I'm gonna walk over to the convenience store." So I walk in there and start talking, and then the shopkeeper was in there. He goes, "Hey Rob, what's up?" And I said, "Oh, just making my morning rounds." And he said, "Oh, this is my brother." He introduced me to his brother. His brother owned that convenience store. And I was like, wow, this is a small world. And then they said, "Oh, yeah, Paulo, you've been talking to him every time you come in here." And I say, "Hey, Paulo, what's up?" So he said, "I'm going to walk down to the shop. You want to follow me?" And so we walked down there together. And he said, "Yeah, I heard that, you and Paulo became friends." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Yeah, he's from Iran." And I said, "Really? I thought he was like Brazilian or something. I didn't know he was Iranian." And he said, "Yeah, I know." And he said, "It was kind of funny because he came down here like you just as as a tourist. And well, you came down for work. He came out as a tourist, and we ended up, you know, sponsoring him." And he said, "Speaking of which, would you want me to sponsor you so you can move out here?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" So we exchanged contact information, and he said, "Yeah, if you ever want to get sponsored, I'll have you come to my house for dinner, and we'll talk about sponsoring you and getting you a job if you don't have one, and just to help you get by until you find something." And I was like, "Wow, this is amazing. How many who does that?" So anyway, no, when I was there in Scotland, I was totally in my element. I just loved it. I should have done it, but whatever. Yeah, so it makes it a woo woo zoom zoom. That's what it's gonna be. The woo woo zoom zoom. Yeah, I forgot. SA, my drunk ass. Yeah, I was so drunk the other night. I feel so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. Yeah, and I guess I didn't end the show. When I came in and turned on the computer and loaded up Restream, yeah, I never ended the show. Oh my god, because you have to click end stream and then you have to confirm it. I never confirmed it. Oh my god, that was so funny. Yeah, I know. I feel bad sometimes just because, I try to be professional. Well, me professional. That's a joke. Um well, here's the thing, SA. So the show was posted on Facebook, but I think somebody reported it. So it was taken down pretty quick. Let's just put it that way. So somebody somebody reported it. I'm not gonna mention any names, but oh my gosh, it was like down in a quick minute. Yeah, somebody reported it. Because when I went on there, because we did have a link, so I clicked on it and it said that the video was reported and was offensive, so it was taken down. And I know that there was a lot of, from what I remember, I did kind of mention a few things that night about certain individuals. So I think no surprise that it was taken down. Yeah. But you know what? It is what it is. Who cares? For me, it's like, whatever. Big deal. But this Friday and Saturday will be fun. I'm gonna be doing probably a few more. I don't know. I kind of want to do some more testing and some more other type of sessions and things like that. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah, we're talking about drunk night. That somebody reported it because they were offended. And there wasn't, I don't know how many people ended up showing up. I know at one point I was looking at analytics. So it was going up and down. And because I was in Facebook jail, it never went up on Facebook. It only went out on YouTube. Um, but yeah, somebody they watched it and got offended and immediately had it banned. I mean, it was on YouTube. I know it was there when I got up about 7:30 or 8, and then I looked again maybe about half hour later and it was gone. So they took it down pretty quick. Yeah, somebody got offended with the truth. Yeah, I think the next party sessions will only be in Zoom. No more no more public drunk fests. God, I today's 420 and I was going to just break out my pen and just start getting a little buzzed on camera, but I won't do that. Just in honor of 420, but I won't do that. Yeah, but we were all potty mouthing. It's no big deal, but you know what? It was like, oh my gosh moments. So who knows? See, I do remember that. Oh my gosh. That's something I do remember. So does the camera on your guys' end look better? I did make some adjustments to the exposure on the camera. I didn't even notice until earlier today. And thank you, Nora, for posting some of the videos of the mirror. That was kind of crazy. Um I know that a lot of people have been seeing things in the mirror, so I just wanted to try to get the clarity on the camera a little bit more focused in. I know I was just trying to do a creep factor, but I did try to get it a little bit more focused. Well, thanks, Deb, for the feedback. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I want to do that, but I can't because I don't want, you know, people bitching, complaining on camera. But if it's done in the chats, I can't control that. So if you guys want to say something, call people out in the chats, go for it. I have no control. Yeah, no, the backdrop because um so the backdrop is called because it focuses on me, it doesn't so whatever's behind me is going to be a little bit out of focus. If I change up the lens because it's called bokeh. So bokeh is like a blurry effect that it has because if it's all focused in, it's all going to be like one image. So it won't separate, you won't have that field of depth. So that's what it's called, the field of depth. So, like with me, I'm a little bit more focused than what's in the background. So that's what that is. Yeah, I mean, we all have different tastes in music, so we do so that was fun just taking music request and doing it that way too. Um, if you guys want to have like music playing in the background during the Zoom, I could do that. It's just going to be so much fun, I think. Um, do I have low LEDs? No, I mean the LED. I mean, well, I do have LEDs, but they're up high, so they're good like 8 feet up. So they're a good, I don't know, 4 feet above the mirror, but in front. So yeah, there's no way that you would be able to see those. So I have three LEDs. I have a purple one. Well, it's like I don't know, kind of like purple, blue, and then the one in front of me is white. Yeah, but there's no LEDs in front that would reflect on the mirror at all. There's no way that I would have to literally tilt the mirror at a 45-degree angle to get lights on the mirror. Where's Carl's message? So you guys like the music playing? I kind of vaguely remember that. I kind of vaguely remember playing music while we were doing Blu-ray. And I remember you saying something that it was God, I don't even remember some of that conversation. I do remember something vaguely about it was making the communication easier, I think, if I remember correctly. God, I've spilt vodka on my desk. I got to clean it up. I keep on looking at it. And I still have the evidence. I have an empty bottle of vodka on the floor. I haven't cleaned up. I haven't been in here since that night. You sent me a DM on Facebook. I don't think I ever got it. Send it to me again if you can. Oh wait. Stephanie? No, I never got it, Steph. Where did you send it? You drank me under the table? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm a lightweight. I think after losing weight, I can't I can't drink anymore. It's a little tacky, yeah. There was 18 hold-ons. Only 18? I had to figure that there was a lot more. Stephanie, send me a private message. Just look up Rob Hernandez on Facebook. Or just send a message on just send it on Facebook if you can. I would have to I gotta fix that REM pod. You know what? I can order. I wonder if I should just build a new REM pod. I could build a new REM pod. Or I can just fix this one. I don't know. What? What are you guys talking about? Oh, you quit counting at 18. Oh, shit. Oh, is that bad? Oh, Stephanie, wait, I did find it. It was under my other. Okay, I found it. That's actually my old YouTube, my old. I think. I don't know. I'll look. I'll look after the show. No, I haven't played again since that night. But it's right here. Oh shit. All right, I'm gonna say it. Hold on. I forgot. I just got something. I said I was gonna get out. Let me see. I have to open this up. Let's see what's in here. Yep. Just dropping shit. Let's see what it is. All right, here we go. Whoa. Oh, actually, this planchette lights up. Actually has a spot for batteries. So it'll be interesting. So now we got a second Ouija board. Actually have a vintage Ouija board somewhere. This board is crap. It's actually cardboard. But at least we have another Ouija board. I guess since Hasbro took over Milton Bradley, they've made them crappy now. But we have a new Ouija board. Anyway. I have the glow in the dark version too. I thought that was the one that I had. I have another box somewhere. I got to open it up. That's what I thought it was. That's why it's kind of a little surprise for me. But I forgot I ordered this one I probably ordered that thing like 3 years ago. Just never opened it. I just order crap and I never open it. I'm just dropping stuff everywhere. Sorry, guys. My back is just killing me. All right. So, yeah, we can have a Ouija board session also. Really? I didn't know that the Hasbro ones are cardboard. That's weird. That's lame. But I know that I don't know if the glow in the dark one is also cardboard. You know what, Deb? I sold my second camera. So I might just have to buy a little inexpensive another camera, just another webcam. I can do that. I can go buy another webcam. Because I wasn't using my other camera, and plus that camera I paid like $700 for it, and I guess they were hard to get because Japan's not manufacturing cameras right now. So that same camera that I bought for 700, I actually sold it for $1375, I think is what it went for. So I just took the cash, figuring, hey, I'm not using this camera, so I got some extra cash for it and actually bought a drone. So yeah, freaking press board. That's lame. I don't know. Me personally, I've never had any luck doing doing Ouija board sessions. I've yet to had a Ouija board work for me anyway. I have a GoPro cam, but no, I have actually a GoPro that has like reverse image and it's infrared. So it has like a green background. And then I have some other I have like another I just sold my GoPro 10 because like I said, I wasn't using that either. And I have these other two cameras that I'm like, you know what? I never used my GoPro either after I bought that GoPro 10. So I sold that too while I was at it. But I'll just go buy an inexpensive webcam and then I could do above. But I have no room to put a Ouija board. I mean, I'm literally tight for space. But I was thinking about this today, God, while I have a bad back, is I have another desk that I'll have to get out. I need it anyway. And then I could use this table to do other stuff on. I'm just going to have to do some rearranging, but it might take a little while. I'll get the studio set up to the way I want it. Right now it's only temporary until I move stuff around. I mean, this works for me, but with other stuff that I want to do and you guys want to do, so I'm going to have to do some rearranging. I'm going to set up basically where I'll have basically two different desks so I can do stuff. Or maybe I'll just order a brand new desk. I don't know. I'll figure it out. No biggie. Be careful with what? What are you talking about, Amy? So no, right now, I mean, I know other people are getting bored on the show, but you know what? I don't care. Oh, moving desk. Yeah. No, right now there's no way in heck I could do anything. The steroids are fading off, or the effects are fading. So my back is kind of hurting. It's throbbing right now. I'll take some more steroids and muscle relaxer before I go to bed. But that shot that they gave me today, oh my God. I so wanted Demerol and they told me, nope, we don't give Demerol shots anymore or prescribe narcotics. Because they used to give me Vicodin anytime I had back issues. But they don't do that anymore. So now they just give out steroids and muscle relaxers. I don't know what that is. You can message me and tell me. Essay. Uh, yeah, and it's funny because like most of the area that I'm in to fly drones, it's restricted area. Um, so I have to get a commercial license, which I'm studying for now anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna get my commercial drone license so I can make some money and and then fly in restricted areas or request fly access in restricted areas. No, exactly, Kanga. And that was the thing before because I have a herniated disc in my lower back, and once in a while it'll flare up. I think I did it in my sleep. I just turned wrong. And then it was going down my sciatic nerve. So trying to put my socks and shoes on for the last 2 days took me literally about 5 minutes. And it was so painful. And this morning I could literally barely walk. But now I'm basically running around after my shot and the crap that they gave me. Yeah, right, Len? Yeah, I don't know. Well, they said it was a herniated disc. I forget which number it is. Anyway, but that's what they gave me today, Deb. Yeah, they give me enough steroids for I think 3 days. But when she was examining my back, she can feel it was bulging and felt it spasming. Yeah, I was too. I mean, literally. I mean, it was like night and day difference from the way I was this morning to the way I was this afternoon. And now, I mean, I got up like and hauled ass out of here to go get that Ouija board, and I felt no pain. I slept a lot today because after I got the shot and I came home, I was on the phone for a little while, and then I was like starting to doze off. So I was sleeping on and off all day. Then I took the muscle relaxer and the steroids, and it knocked me on my ass again. I fell back asleep for a couple of hours. So then I got up, took a shower, ate some dinner, and here I am. Yeah, it's like the calf muscle cramp. Oh my god. You know when you get that stupid calf muscle cramp and then your freaking toes, you're afraid to move your toes because that pain just shoots. That's exactly like what the back pain feels like, but then it shoots down your sciatic nerve all the way down to your toes. It's so bad. I mean, like I was saying, I was just talking and I was saying, oh my God, I almost drove myself to the hospital because I went to a friend's house to sit in the jacuzzi. And then after that, I got in my car and it was just, it felt the jacuzzi helped it for a bit. But then as soon as I sat in my car, just the pain start was like so unbearable. I almost drove myself to the hospital just to get some, something for the pain. But I just took it and tried to sleep. I didn't sleep much last night. This morning, and I said, "You know what? I'm going to the doctor." And so I went to the urgent care, and they took care of me. So, Huh. That's interesting essay. Anyway, yeah, I mean, literally, it literally brought me to my knees. I mean, I was literally sitting there laughing because when I'm in extreme pain, I laugh hysterically. People think it's like, what the hell is he laughing at? And no, if you see me cracking up, I mean, laughing hysterically to where I'm laughing so hard I'm getting side aches, I'm in extreme pain. Um, so I'm doing that, but tears are just running down my face because I'm in so much pain. Mm, I forget which ones they are. I know that I want to say 6 and 7. It's the lower in your lower spine. I want to say 6 and 7. I think it was 6 that's herniated, and that's what's causing it's pinching the nerve, and that's what's causing the pain. And sometimes it shoots from all the way down into my leg, all the way into my ribs, and it hurts. So when it's in my ribs, I'm done. But this time it wasn't in my ribs, it's just down into my leg, into my right leg, down to my toes, and in my butt. Anyway, yeah, no, literally I got butt hurt, Ian. And that's where they gave me my shot in my ass. Yeah, normally, like, whenever they would say Demerol, oh, my pants wouldn't drop fast enough. Demerol is the best. Demerol and Vicodin. Now I sound like a druggie. But yeah, I guess they don't prescribe narcotics anymore. Who knew? Damn, it's already 10. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get off of here, but I'm so looking forward to Friday night. Friday night will be fun. And I know that some of you requested some boards from Lindsay. She's working on, I think, a few of them right now. So I know she's posted a couple of pictures that she's doing now. I know she'll probably be updating the page for those of you that are looking for pendulum boards. I don't know, we'll see. But keep an eye out on the chat. I did send links to Order of Magnitude's page. If you guys want to check that out, he's freaking amazing. So if you guys want to check that out,
hey YouTube.
Hey. I was gonna post some more. I was gonna post another link to his page if you guys want to check this out. I'll send that over now. If you guys want to like his page. But anyway, well, thanks everybody, and have a great night, and see you guys Wednesday.